world champions, official tissue. They did it. Y'all see the title of the video. Y'all see what's going on, man. The apologies are in order, even though, the apologies are in order. Much needed apology. Gotta put some respect on their name. You just have to. I got a couple things I wanna speak on. Couple things I want to speak on, man. Couple things I want to speak on. I'm trying to do a little quick live, real quick, real quick, and get this out the way because you know, for the most part, everybody coming in the building, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody coming in the building, man. Please hit that like button on the way in, please. Gladly appreciate it. But for the most part, we're gonna keep it all the way real. We're gonna keep it all the way real tonight, man. I got a couple names I want to call out. A couple people who are supposed to show up and they ain't show up. And then I got a question on top of my other questions. It's nasty work. It's nasty work, man. Everybody coming up in the building, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Who up in the building so far, man? Hold on. JD in the building. He said I picked him to beat the Heat. I thought it would be a sweep though. Most definitely. I'm gonna keep it real. All right, so earlier before the playoffs started, towards like maybe like a little bit after the All-Star break, we were talking about some of the teams that's gonna probably make some noise in the playoffs, and the Denver Nuggets came up. And we were talking about them, and we got to a point whereas, Chris, my man Chris, he be jumping on here from time to time. I mean, he's always on here. He wasn't on here the other day though, but he always comes on. And we made like a segment of like talking about Denver not gonna do nothing, they ain't gonna make no noise, they ain't gonna do nothing, they not official. You know what I'm saying? And we were wrong, man. So officially, I gotta say, we gotta
stop the cap.
We gotta stop the cap. We weren't official. We weren't on point. We weren't on point. We didn't. That we put that video out. We got a lot of comments about like we don't know what we talking about, this, that, and the third, blase, blah, blah, blah. A lot of BS. So now, they won it, what I'm saying? We was wrong. So, I want to title this live and keep it official. Even though, we did pick them at when the final started, we picked them winning 6. My man JB, who be coming on here from time to time, he hold on, y'all, hold on. Who be coming on here from time to time. He had he picked hold on one second, yeah. Hold on. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. He picked Denver to win at 5, and they won at 5. He was correct. He was correct. He picked Denver to win at 5, and they won at 5 games. Much respect to him. Much respect to him. I picked Denver to win at 6. I thought Miami would win at least 2, and they had the opportunities to win last night. If we really want to keep it real, they had the opportunities to win last night. My man, Mr. Ford in the building. What's going on, Mr. Ford? How you feeling? They had the opportunities to win last night, and they didn't do it. They played a horrible. I don't want to say a horrible brand of basketball, but they played terribly. Like they Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, man. Hold on, I'm trying to send Chris the link, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Yo. Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy Buckets, man. I gotta, like last night I'm watching him play, man, and it's just a terrible. I was like, what? Where? He was calling himself Himothy. He was Himothy. He said, I'm Himothy. He said, I'm Hemi Butler. I just want to say,
Stop the cap.
I just want to say that, man. You are not Hemi Butler. You're not Hemi Butler. You're not. Is he Hemi Butler? No, he's not, man. You like the whole Miami, the whole city of Miami was like,
Wait a minute. Who are you?
they had no clue who he was, man. The way Jimmy Butler played this finals, he was terrible. Like, he wasn't
the
even
other guy from New York. You have as a guest. Jimmy wasn't all that. Jimmy wasn't all that.
I get it, man. But we gotta keep it real. Is Jimmy Butler a superstar in the NBA? Let's keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. He's not a superstar. He has to be the second best player on the team. That's why
But
reports came out this morning. Miami's looking for a superstar to come to Miami because Jimmy Butler, he doesn't shoot the three well. His mid-range game is he got a good mid-range game. He can get to the rack, but he can't shoot the three ball.
not
And
to
Denver
cut
knew that. Hold on, Chris. And Denver knew that. And
not,
they knew he couldn't do that. And they zeroed in on the guy, Chris.
not to cut you off, but all right, Jimmy Butler never really has been that superstar on any team he's played on. So we're gonna not label him as a superstar. Does his game step up in the playoffs compared to the regular season? Yes, his game does improve during the playoffs on the regular season. But as far as this series go, like when we was talking yesterday, did he have a bad finals? Yes. Compared to what he did in the first 3 rounds, yes, he had a bad finals. But I was looking at like the stats for the team, right? Miami's team.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Martin, who some people in here was saying that he should have won Eastern Conference Finals MVP, right? In that series versus Boston, Caleb Martin was averaging like 19 a game, right?
Yes, he didn't show up.
In the finals, he averaged 7.
He's a role player.
No, I got you. But what I'm saying is you got to take into consideration all of these things too. Like, I'm not taking away from Jimmy Butler. Like, Jimmy Butler's not a superstar. He's a star, but he's not a superstar. But for them to even have been in this series, period, them role players needed to continue that growth they had from that Boston series into the finals. Every one of them took a step backwards when it came to the finals. So yeah, Jimmy Butler game should have even elevated more in the finals, along with Bam and along with the role players. But them role players took a step backwards. Much respect to Denver. Denver did something that I honestly thought they wasn't going to do this year. So much respect to them. They won the chip. I really didn't think they was going to do it.
Gotta apologize, Chris. I apologize already. You gotta apologize.
I ain't saying apologize to none of these niggas for shit.
We were wrong. We were wrong.
I said we was wrong, but I ain't apologizing for it. I'm a New Yorker.
We were wrong, man. In
But
this clip, like they made it look easy.
Jimmy Butler,
They made it look easy on the way to the final. They made it look easy. It looked easy. We were dead wrong.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. JD says it. The team definitely choked around Jimmy Butler. Like, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. Outside of game 1 and like game 3 in the fourth quarter, Miami was really in every game.
Right. That's my point. When you in those games, your superstar's supposed to show up. Your star's supposed to show up.
Yeah,
and
but
Mr.
Wait a minute.
But you got to look at outside. All right, but let's be real though.
I will never look at a role player.
No,
I will never, Chris.
I got you on that.
Never looking at a role player.
Look at every game, right? Outside of game 1 with Jimmy Butler definitely didn't show up. I think he had like 13 points or something like that, right? Game 1.
First game, he didn't show up. He had 8 points first game.
All right, that's what I'm saying. I can remember how much I said he didn't show up the first game. I said that. I said he didn't show up the first game. The 4 games after that, Jimmy Butler was showing up. Let's keep it real. He was doing what he normally did in the playoffs, which was 20-something and better.
What you mean, Chris? Nah, you tripping, bro.
What game
Bro,
did he have?
he had
Outside of the first game.
He had 8 points going into the fourth quarter last night, Chris.
All right, but what did he end up with?
And
He
then-
scored the
and then-
last 12 points for them niggas. Last 12, 15 points.
Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do. You shouldn't have 8 points going into the fourth quarter.
But he was struggling. We can't sit there and say them. But at the end of the day, you can't. All right, so let's keep it real. There's a lot of people that struggle through the first 2 quarters of a game, and in the fourth quarter, third and fourth quarter, they light it up. We can't.
He still struggled. First off, Chris. Hold on. Because I feel like you're trying to save him. Don't save him. Let's keep it real. They down 2. He comes down court, get caught in the middle of the lane, and turn the ball over.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That was a dumb play.
He did not. He played terribly. If you want a close game, right? This is a closeout game for your team, right? It's a closeout game. You can go home and be done. Bro got 8 points going into the fourth quarter. He's 3 for 12.
All right, but then think about what you just said. You got 8. Wait. You got 8 points going into the fourth quarter, right? You 3 for 12. But then within 2 minutes, you scored the next 12 buckets for your team. I mean, the 12 points. 12 points. You scored the next 12 points for your team. If he doesn't score them, if he doesn't score them 12 points, Miami's getting smacked. It's not even that close. Let's keep it real.
He hit 2 threes.
But that's what I'm saying. Let's keep it real.
Hold on. He got, first off, they called the foul. The three-point play foul wasn't even a foul. Let's talk about that. They saved him there. I
wasn't watching that like that. So
I watched it. I watched him melt down in the pressure. I watched him melt down under pressure. After he goes down, he makes those 3 free throws. They go down, they get a stop. They down 2. No, they down 1. They get a stop. He comes down court, runs to the middle of the lane, turn around, and throw the ball to a Denver Nugget. When you turn around, it's not like it was a steal, like a reaching steal. He turned around and threw it to the player. This is what your superstar do. He had a terrible series. You trying to save him.
I'm not trying to save him. I say he had a terrible series.
I gotta pull up the numbers because you out here capping.
No, I said he had. No, you guys, you're not listening. You're not listening. I say he had a bad finals, but compared to the rest of his team, he did what he was supposed to do. As much as he got, he had no help.
You are comparing him to role players,
but you can't. All right, let's be real. As a superstar, right? How much can a superstar do when you going up against Joker, Murray, and their role players? You're a superstar. You want Jimmy Butler to go out there and score 50 a game? I'm keeping it real. Let's keep it real.
I want Jimmy Butler to be Jimmy Butler. I ain't asking him to do anything else. I'm asking him. He was not Jimmy Butler.
I didn't disagree with you, but I said if you look at his numbers, look at his numbers. Pull up his numbers.
Pull up his numbers now.
Pull up his numbers.
You out here capping.
Pull up his numbers. Pull up his numbers and pull up his numbers for the whole playoffs.
I'm about to.
Not just the finals, the whole playoffs.
No. We're talking about the finals. We're not talking about.
I know, but you're going to compare. But what I'm saying is, you're going to compare. You're going to compare what he's been doing through the whole playoffs and then what he did in the finals.
Jimmy Butler, he had 21 points yesterday. 21 points, 1 turnover, -3 for your superstar. Bam Adebayo, he had 20 points. Bam Adebayo showed up this series. Strauss had 12 yesterday. Caleb Martin had 10. Kyle Lowry had 12. Duncan Robinson had 5. That's yesterday's game.
Right.
Let's go back. Let's go. When's the game before that? What was it? Friday? Friday's game.
Bam Adebayo definitely showed up in the final.
Yeah, he did. I know he did. I know he did. But not Jimmy. Game 4, Jimmy had 25. Right? That's game 4. That was his best game. Let's go to Wednesday's game. Let's go to Wednesday's game. Wednesday, Jimmy Butler, 28. He had 28, right? 28. He had 28 that game.
Game 1, we already know he had 8 points. So go to game 2.
This is game 3. This is game 3 right here.
No, I said game 1, he had 8 points. That was his worst game of the playoffs, of the finals. Point wise. That was his worst point total for the finals. Game 1. Go to game 2.
$13 points
in game 2.
That's game 2.
And they won that game. They won that game. They won that.
And
so what I'm saying is now go. I'm not disagreeing with you. But what I'm saying is now go besides Bam, right? Because Bam is the only one that showed up the whole finals, right?
Hmm?
We all could agree on that. Now go to all them other role players you're talking about.
Chris, you're comparing the superstar of the team to role players. It's never gonna work. What you're doing, you can't compare Jimmy Butler to Strauss, Caleb Martin.
I'm not comparing them, but what I'm saying is,
what do you mean? That's exactly what you're doing, Chris.
I'm not comparing them. I'm saying you can't. Listen. This is what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Jimmy Butler, you just said it yourself. He's not a superstar, right?
No, I said no. I asked the question. He's not a superstar, right?
I said he's not.
Yeah, but
I said he's not a superstar.
No, he's still the best player on the team. Now, if you want to
listen.
If you want to go to other stars, that played in this playoffs, we can go to other stars, and then we can compare. Did they show up in the series, or did they not show up in the series?
Now that's the question you need to ask. Who else is a star on any one of those teams that showed up?
Let's talk about the teams. Name some teams that was in the playoffs.
I'm thinking about stars. You said stars, so we all could agree.
Stars that's on some teams that was in the playoffs. Who?
Everybody else is a superstar. All right, so I don't know if you want to label him as a superstar yet. Would you consider Jaylen Brown a superstar?
No, but he showed up. He's a star. He showed up.
Now go to their series versus.
I seen the
right.
Jimmy Butler.
Go to the stats. Can you just go to the stats for Jaylen Brown versus the Heat?
I'm not going to all these stats, bro. At the end of the day, you're making excuses for him not showing up, bro. And you're comparing, and then you also on top of that, you're making an excuse for him not showing up. But then on top of that, you're making an excuse for him not showing up, and then you're comparing him to role players. Come on, Chris.
I'm not comparing him to role players. I said he's been doing. No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I said he's been putting up the same numbers the whole playoffs. I'm not comparing him to his role players. As a non-superstar, he's putting up the same numbers he's been putting up the whole playoffs.
Wait. So you're telling me right now, Chris? You're telling me right now the way he played in this series against the Denver Nuggets in this finals is the same way he played against the Boston Celtics?
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you put up the stats.
Stop the cap.
Look at the stats. The stats is going to show you the same shit. He has a good game versus Boston and a bad game versus Boston. Look it up. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, yesterday's game wasn't a good game, Chris. He scored those points. He scored those points towards the tail end of the game. He had no effect on the game, Chris. None. I watched the game. I seen him with my own eyes. He had no effect. He scored 11 points. He scored 11 points in towards the tail end of the game. He had 2 threes, then he got the 3 free throws, and then I think he made a layup or something towards the tail end of the game. I watched him with my own eyes. That man was not showing up, bro. He had 8 points going into the fourth quarter. It's not Gabe. It's not about them having a chance. That's not what it's about. They had a chance. They was damn near in every game. If Hemi Butler, that's what he called him. So you can't call yourself Hemi Butler. You can't call yourself Hemi and don't show up when it's time to show up. Am I correct, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Your name gotta be your regular name, the name your parents gave you. He's Jimmy Butler, and that's it. All that Hemi Butler, all that the superstar that's that and third, all that shit is cap. All that shit is cap, bro. All of it. Because this morning as we speak, if you watch ESPN, if you got any sports apps on your phone, it's been popping up all day, man. Miami is looking for a superstar going into this offseason. Why would they be looking for a superstar if they already have one? They'll be trying to build around Jimmy. Am I correct?
Yeah, but in this NBA, you need at least 2 superstars on your team. In this NBA, we got you can't.
They only need all they need because they
You need at least 2
kinda
superstars, or
kind of got yeah,
huh? No, what I'm saying is you need in the NBA, this era of NBA, you need at least 2 superstars,
Mhm.
1 star to closest superstar, another player, and great role players around you.
I don't
So you
agree.
become-
I don't agree. I don't agree with the 2 superstar thing. I don't think you need 2 superstars to be able to go.
in this NBA, I think
I don't think so. I don't think so because if that's the case, there's plenty of teams in the NBA that don't got 2 superstars
all
that
right,
make
but
deep
not,
playoff.
but now look at every team that won a championship the last. We could just go back 5 years.
All right, so Golden State won last year. What's their 2 superstars? And if you say Clay, I'm ending this live.
Everybody, a lot of people say
If
Clay.
you say Clay, no, I'm saying if
A lot
you
of people
say
would say Clay.
you
A
say
lot of people before his injuries, a lot of people would say Clay Thompson was a superstar.
we're talking about him. Yeah, him last year in the finals, he was a superstar, Chris.
No, I didn't say he. Did I say he was a superstar? I said a lot of people would say Clay Thompson is a superstar.
So who's the other superstar then on that Golden State team then, Chris?
I said a lot of people would say Clay.
I don't care what a lot of people say, and I'm asking you. If I'm asking you, Chris, is Klay Thompson a superstar?
In my eyes,
right now, come on.
In
Bro.
this era right now, no. His injuries really fucked him up.
So Golden State won it last year with 1 superstar. Am I correct? Am I tripping? Is there somebody else on the team you want to consider a superstar?
Listen, you got to ask the fans right there. Look, JD, you said Jamal Murray is not a superstar, Clint.
Right, and that's exactly my point I was going to go to next. I definitely was about to go there next, but go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Jamal Murray is a star. Just like you could say, if you want to bring up Golden State, for example, you can say that didn't Kawhi win a championship with 1 superstar? I could have sworn Kawhi's a champion in Toronto. Who else was the other superstar on that team?
In Toronto?
On that Toronto team.
I'm trying to think of that roster.
Nobody, right, bro. You got Fred Van Bleep. What's the other dude name that's there? I forgot his name, man. Man, what's his name, man, on Toronto, man? The dude, he's still there. He's still there, man. Oh, I forgot his name.
Pascal
Siakam. Those are not superstars. Kyle Lowry, never been a superstar. Stop playing.
They're not superstars, but they're stars.
The Milwaukee Bucks. How many superstars they got over there in Milwaukee?
All right. They're not superstars, but those people are stars, though.
Who? Fred Van Bleep is a star.
Nah,
Chris?
Siakam's a star.
Siakam's
a problem. He's an all-star, bro.
He's not. No, he's not a star, bro. No, he's not, bro. Siakam is not a star, bro. He's not. He's not. We're not doing that. We're not doing that one, Chris. Nah, I ain't gonna.
So what would you label Siakam?
A good player. That's all he is. Because if he's a star, Toronto can't even make the playoffs out this motherfucker.
Like Toronto in the play-in tournament this year?
Oh, so we consider him playing tournaments?
No, I'm asking. Was it outright?
Are we?
Huh?
I don't.
I'm asking a question.
I don't remember, Chris. I don't remember. They probably were. Every team was a damn playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every team was a playing. Come on, man. There's plenty of teams out there, man. Let me read some of these comments here. Let me go back because there's a bunch of comments here, man. Clint said, "Stop making excuses for Jimmy. He did not play good this finals, point blank. That's a fact. That's definitely a fact." Big Mike said, "Jimmy and Ben were never going to do this on their own. Never said they was going to win. I never said that. Never said they was going to win. Never." Clint said, "Ben was Miami's best player in the finals. That's another fact." Gabe said, "Let's be honest, based off I read this already. Gabe was saying based off their talent and stuff like that. We never said they was gonna win. The issue is that they had opportunity to win yesterday's game, and Jimmy Butler did not show up. It may say that he had 21 points in the box score, but then when you actually watch the game and see how he was playing, he was the reason why they lost that game. Let's keep it real. Clint said Murray is not a star. JD said you need 2 stars. Clint says Denver got 1 superstar. That's a fact. JD said you need a minimum of 2 stars. A minimum of two star players.
Yeah, 2 stars.
Don't let them get you, Chris. Nah, I'm just saying, like, I'm just because Chris out here trying to save Jimmy on the low. I see what he's doing.
Trying to save Jimmy.
Only what's funny is only I understand what he's doing. Only I understand it because I know that's why I keep asking him the hard questions because I know exactly what he's trying to do. I know what he's trying to do. I know it. Gabe says, does Jimmy get a pass for not winning yet because of all the teams he's been on? Not the great Derrick Rose. We're not great teams. Nah, he get a pass for not winning. I ain't gonna put that on him.
But if you really want to get technical, he got traded from the Bulls to who? Philly or Minnesota?
Yes, Philly, and that's they lost to Toronto.
They lost to Toronto. Philly was dumb for not signing him back and keeping Tobias Harris. Because if they would have kept Jimmy Butler with Joel Embiid and even Ben Simmons at the time, they would have definitely had at least 1 chip right now. Even with Doc Rivers as their coach, they could have had that 1 ring.
That's where I disagree.
I think wasn't he their coach?
No. He didn't coach him. It was the coach. It was the other coach. They fired.
All right. So I'm getting my coaches confused. But whatever, that team would have definitely had a chip or been in the finals.
I agree there.
Without no doubt. Then he gets traded from Philly to Minnesota. I personally felt like him and if Cat Williams could have stayed healthy.
Hold on. Wasn't it? I don't think it was from Philly to Minnesota. It was from Minnesota to Philly. And then he left Philly as a free agent and signed with Miami.
Oh, yeah. All right. Him and Cat Williams, because Cat Williams can't stay healthy. That's one of my pet peeves with him. Like, he's a good player, but he just can't stay healthy. I think Cat Williams.
Anthony Towns?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said Williams, Cat Williams. I mean Carl Anthony Towns. He did no, because I keep on forgetting. They call him Cat, but I added the Williams because I'm reading something on ESPN. I added the Williams in my back. Cat, he can't stay healthy.
That's very
true. He can't stay healthy. And I personally feel he need to leave Minnesota. Like that era of his he need to go. He need a fresh start somewhere.
Yeah.
Minnesota stay healthy. They had a nice little squad over there. I'm not saying they would have won a chip over there, but they had a nice little squad over there in Minnesota.
If I'm Minnesota, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm trading. I'm getting rid of everybody except for Edwards.
But
everybody got to go.
If you think about it, first off, I'm gonna keep it real. You can't get rid of everybody because nobody's gonna take on Rudy Gobert. That's a dub.
That's a fact.
Nobody wants him. You're gonna have to trade Cat and get whatever draft picks and capital you could get for him, because that Cat and Anthony whatever, what the hell is his name? You just said it. Anthony Edwards. Mm-hmm. That's a nice little duo, but Cat can't stay healthy. So I don't know how much longer you want to keep on trying that project out. And then he goes to Philly. Like I said, he stays in Philly with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. They definitely could make it to finals. Depending on who they playing, that's a different outcome. But they could have definitely won a chip. He goes to Miami when nobody really was even thinking about Miami after LeBron and Wade and them left, and Chris Bosh was there by himself.
I commend him. I definitely commend him. Yo, Clint, it's mad. Clint was in my head just now because when we was just talking about Carl Anthony Towns being traded, for some weird reason in my head, the team that popped in my head as soon as we finished saying it, the Knicks popped in my head for some reason. I have no idea why, but for some reason it popped in my head. And then now that I'm thinking about it even more, who was the coach of that
Tom Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau was the coach of that Minnesota team. So
Cat, I don't think he's overrated. Me per se, I don't think Cat Williams is overrated. He's actually a good player.
If he can stay
healthy,
he goes to the Knicks. Him and what's the other dude they got?
Brunson.
Him and Brunson. Might be I move.
Yeah, that might be a move, but then you gotta look at who they got to give up because Minnesota's not just gonna take no BS.
They probably look
Yeah,
at if they
they're
look
gonna have to give up like Toppins and Barrett.
if they looking to rebuild, if they looking to rebuild the correct way and they're gonna build around Anthony Edwards, take them draft picks. Take the draft. Get some physical players. Get some physical players right now. You know what I'm saying? You could probably get Obi Toppin.
But that's what I'm saying because you gotta look at
what's the backup point guard name that they got?
Quickly.
You take Obi Toppin, Quigley, first round, 2 first rounds, 2 second rounds.
I'll take like a Obi Toppins Quickly and one of their centers, and then like a draft pick in the first round and probably a draft pick in the second round.
Because if they able, because like nah, but let's look at it like this. Right? So say if they able to, keep Robinson, they can move Robinson down to the small forward position, right? I mean to the power forward position.
No, you keep Mitchell Robinson at the center, and you
no.
You
put Cat. Hell no.
Because Mitchell Robinson ain't gonna give you nothing but defense. So you want to keep him at the center.
That's what power forwards do. That's what they really do. If you really want to be technical, that's what a power forward is supposed to be.
I got you.
Let them play defense and let them rebound. Because you're gonna get most of your offense from Karl Anthony Town and from what's the dude name you just said?
Mitchell who? Quickly, Brunson.
So you're gonna get most of your offense from them. You don't really need no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what I'm thinking, how I'm thinking about it is because
if you hold on, Chris, if you move Robinson down to the power forward position, he can still guard the center, but just move him down to the power forward position.
No, I got you on that. But what I'm saying, how I'm looking at it is because Mitchell Robinson, he's a good defender, right?
You need that. You need
that.
On your team.
But most, if you look at it now, it seems like most in the game now, most power forwards are shorter and more athletic nowadays than they was when we was in our era. You get what I mean?
I get that, but just because everybody else is doing it,
I know, but even centers nowadays, you get what I mean? Like if you say you could throw Mitchell Robinson at the power forward and make him guard the center, but I don't know. I don't really
like hit that like button. Hit that like button in the building, please.
Mitchell Robinson.
You need a player like that.
He's a good defender and a rebounder, but I always told Brian, like, you need more from that guy, especially since I gave him the little bag. No, I'm not gonna say little, it's a bag, but you gave him that bag with the extension. Like, you need him to start scoring more too as your center.
Some players, like let's keep it real. Some players just ain't scorers like that, man. If you look at homie that was on Brooklyn, what's his name that was on Brooklyn? He on Cleveland now with the big ass. Who?
Jared
Allen. He's not a scorer. So why can't Mitchell Robinson play that same type of role?
But see, Jared Allen, he's not a high volume scorer, but he's a dude that could give you at least 10 to 15 points.
Fuck no.
Hell
no, Chris, come on, bro. Like,
bro, I'm telling you, he give you about 10 points a game.
Mitchell Robinson can give you 10 points too. If that's the case, Mitchell Robinson can give you 10 points. You can tell him he can't give you 10 points.
That's what I'm saying. I want Mitchell Robinson to give you at least 10 points, but the nigga doesn't. That's my issue with Mitchell Robinson. He's a great defender, but you got to give them something on the offensive end.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Bro. No, you don't. You're gonna if you have Karl Anthony Towns and Brunson, that's the majority of your offense, and you still got RJ Barrett. You get your offense through those 3 players. The other 2 players can be there for defensive reasons, especially Mitchell Robinson, because Julius Randle ain't gonna guard nobody anyway.
I get what you're saying, and I'm in agreement with you. But RJ Barrett is one of the most inconsistent motherfuckers in this game.
But you don't need him to be that consistent every night. You just need him to keep it real with you, to turn into a role player. That's all you really need him to be.
Right, but then you got to go back to what we just said about Cat. If Cat is not on the court, and you need these other niggas to step it up.
No. We speaking hypothetically if he stays healthy.
I know, I got you on that, but we know Cat. So this is why I'm thinking about both aspects, hypothetically and the other hypothetically, because hypothetically this nigga's bound to get injured, even if he was on the Knicks, some way somehow. Nigga going to go to a strip club in New York and get injured. Like,
Listen, man. Listen, if Karl Anthony Towns go to the Knicks, man, I feel like they can make that work. I feel like if they, you know what I'm saying, with Brunson, and then you still find a way to still keep RJ Barry. You find a way to, even if you get rid of Randall, fine. You get rid of Randall, move Obi Toppin up. He's athletic enough to play the small forward position and still give you 10 points a game. Why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? You move him to the small, and then you got Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns at the power forward in the center. Stop playing. Stop
yeah,
playing.
that'd be a good lineup.
Stop playing, bro. That's a good lineup, bro. That's a good lineup. That's a great lineup for that team. They would definitely be able to make some noise with that squad right there. But you know, we just hypothetical. Y'all in the building, man. Please hit the like buttons. Gladly appreciate it. We having some basketball talk right now, man. Denver Nuggets win the 2023 championship, man. They fuck around and repeat next year. You already know what it is, man. You already know. We was wrong.
Y'all would be going
We was
through all
wrong.
this
I apologize because we was wrong. You feel me?
if y'all would have turned on Kristaps. First off, Kristaps Porzingis, he
Whoa,
wanted to leave the Knicks. We not Knicks fans. I'm not even gonna speak on it. We got to have Brian here. I'm not Knicks fan, so I can't speak on them.
I'm not a Knicks fan either. I'm just speaking.
I can't speak on Knicks chat. Brian is the only Knicks fan in our chat. So if he was on here, he could tell you what his Knicks need. We can't speak on. We can only give you what we think the Knicks should do. But he's the Knicks president, so he could tell you what the Knicks need and what they should be doing.
I know a good lineup, man. I know a good lineup. If they was able to get that lineup, if they were able to get Karl Anthony Towns over there, that's a good lineup. That's a good lineup. I'm gonna keep it.
I personally don't think Minnesota's giving him up for cheap. So if the Knicks is willing to finally give up them draft picks that they got, and stop being stingy hoes,
you gotta look at it like this though, man.
Then they could get the right pieces if they willing to give them draft picks.
But you gotta look at it like
not another version of Randall. Hell no, I would never say that. He said Cat is another version of Randall. Hell no.
I don't know about all that. Karl Anthony Towns' bag is way more efficient.
And he could shoot really. Like Julius Randle is not really that great of a shooter.
My man JB in the book, he said another NBA season in the books. The league ain't what it used to be. It's missing something. I agree there. It's not what it used to be, but I really enjoyed this playoff run. This year, the 2023 playoffs.
One thing I will say, and I apologize for, is this finals was actually more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
Facts.
Because I really thought this was going to be the most boring finals I've seen in my life. One of the most boring finals I've seen in my life.
We keep it all the way.
We did say in the beginning that I don't know, I can't remember Chuck, but I did say Denver in 5 or 6.
We said Denver in 6. We said Denver in 6. The only person that said Denver in 5 was JB.
No, I said 5 or 6.
You said 6. You said 6.
No, I said 5 or 6. I said I hope Miami gets at least 1 or 2 games, but they definitely got the one. I didn't expect them to get it on the road. I thought they was going to get that at home. I thought Miami, when they tied it up in the first 2 games, they was going to get a game at home. That's probably why I said 6, but I didn't expect them.
I just want to say one thing. Man. If anybody knows where Corey Kluber hangs out at, let me know. That's all I'm going to say.
Kluber?
If anybody knows
to the bullpen,
he is in the bullpen. He comes out the bullpen. He gave up a double, hit a pitcher, no outs, can't throw a strike. I can't, man.
He hit a batter?
He hit a batter, right? Like, bro, why is he still here? Why is he still here?
Yeah, beat us twice, so I can't even say nothing.
DFA him. He got to go.
Yeah, beat us twice. So.
He got to go, man. He got to go. ASAP.
Cat whines a lot.
He does.
He whines too much.
Man, you know how I go.
Yeah, he whines too much. Like he be looking for fouls that's not even fouls. I can't do that with Cat.
Cat be. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep it all the way real, man.
He could shoot though, Gabe. I'm not gonna lie. He could shoot for a center, power forward center. He could shoot.
Hit the like button, y'all. If you're in the building, man. Please.
He whines too much.
I appreciate it.
But he drives more than Julius Randle, so I can't sit there and say he shoots more than Julius Randle because Cat Williams would definitely put the ball on the floor and try to finesse a layup or something like that, or a little mid-range floater.
Shit crazy, huh?
No, he definitely. I can't stand them whining people in the NBA, and it be the stars and the superstars that cry for every goddamn thing. That shit is annoying. These niggas be wanting fouls that's not even there.
Corey Kluber, I'm on the lookout. Let me know where you be at, bro. Like, how you just come out? We just tied the game up. He come out ready to blow the lead. Like, yo, y'all want to take? It kind of feel like he kind of punishing us. Oh, y'all want to put me in the bullpen? Oh, y'all want to disrespect me and put me in the bullpen? No, we ain't disrespect you.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. When the Yankees let him go, I thought he retired.
He went to Temple. Yo, but you want to hear something funny?
Well,
For some reason, our GM, he's like he's been one of Corey Kluber. Y'all signed him. We was trying to get him that year. Last year when
he had that
we was trying to get him last year.
he had that showcase where he was showing that he was back from his injuries, and we signed him, right?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh wow.
Then he pitched that no hitter in Texas.
Yeah, man, that nigga's a fucking.
What team he went on last year? Texas, right?
Nah, he was in Tampa last year.
Oh, he was
in Tampa last year.
That's why he went to Texas. Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, shit crazy, Chris. Man, I'm sick of this shit. Like, I don't understand, bro. He didn't want to come to us. He picked 2 different teams twice. Why would you want to bring him over here? You don't want to be here. You don't want to be here, bro. It's clear as day. Bro, out here, bro, he's the worst, Chris. You don't even understand. When he comes in the game, like immediately I get a headache. I just happened to look at him.
I didn't even know y'all signed him. I didn't know y'all signed him until when y'all played us and they said they moved him and somebody else to the bullpen. I said, Corey Kluber still playing?
We got out the end. Whew.
I said, Corey Kluber still playing? I said, I thought this nigga retired.
Nah, he ain't retired, man. He's playing. When
is the draft? I need to
when is the draft? That is a great question, Chris. I think it's coming up. It should be coming up soon. I think
this is the time of the year. I'm not gonna hold you. Unless you watch baseball, this time of the year is very boring.
Oh nah, it ain't boring for me. I'm enjoying every moment.
Unless you watch baseball, this time of the year boring because basketball's over. I don't know if you guys watch hockey. Hockey about to be over.
Yo, who won the championship for hockey?
Vegas. They're about to win. They up 4-1 right now, second period.
Sheesh.
In the series 3-1. And that's an expansion team that came in the league a couple of years ago.
Expansion teams winning chippies.
Baseball is almost at its halfway point.
Yeah, the All-Star break coming up soon.
So now it's just football season, and that shit seems like it takes forever to start. Football starts in September?
Football is like, I ain't gonna lie, man.
October, September?
Football. Football's kind of overrated, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't enjoy football, bro, like at all, man. For some strange reason.
The draft is June 22nd, which is basically next week. No, it's crazy. I just realized this Sunday's Father's Day.
That's right.
That's just crazy.
That's right. God damn it.
Hockey over tonight, right, Mr. Ford? Vegas Knights. That's crazy. This time of the year is definitely dry for sports.
Oh, it's not. It's popping.
Huh?
Popping out here.
Nah, I'm talking about people that don't watch baseball. Is just boring for them. I'm trying to get my people to give me some WNBA tickets. I'm trying to go see these Liberty play.
The WNBA, man. Shout out to the WNBA. Go. You know, WNBA is lit.
Yeah, my coworker, she was just showing me. She went to a game. She was on courtside seats. She's trying to get me some. I need those tickets.
Yo, what y'all think about these MX1s right here, though? These joints is kind of fuego, right? I ain't gonna hold you.
What color is that on top?
Red.
Yellow. Yellow.
Yeah, these is kind of. I ain't gonna hold you. These is kind of fire.
Leather?
Yeah, it's leather. I'm trying to see with the toe box. I'm trying to see if it's mesh. It got to be a mesh toe box. If it's not a mesh toe box, I can't do it. But these is kind of it's a leather toe box and it's a pass. Damn.
JB said football is way, way better than baseball.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Don't Chuck that. Chuck is a baseball fanatic.
That's your opinion. You feel me? That's how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
It's over. It's over, Mr. Ford. If it's 5-1, it's over. Florida Panthers. It's not a good week for Florida. First Miami, now Florida Panthers. Ain't a good week to be in Florida.
Yeah, man. Nah, but people know football is way more popular than baseball. Nah, y'all bugging. These joints ain't fire. These joints is fire. You bugging, man.
I like the colorway.
I
just
definitely like the
the
colorway,
leather
man.
part is just
On
kind
foot,
of wrong.
on foot, these joints will be fire. I guarantee it.
Yeah, on foot. Yeah, I could see those on foot with some gray sweats.
Come on, Chris.
Some gray sweats and a white tee and keep it pushing.
Body. White tee with some red with some a little bit of red on it somewhere. Fire.
Yeah. Or red hat.
Red hat or something. Come on, man. Come on. These is heat.
What Tigers?
Benjamin Folks, I need my Tigers to be good again.
Detroit Tigers, the baseball team?
It's gonna be a long time, man. Long time,
brother.
I'm sorry to be the one.
First off, I kind of thought y'all was bugging when y'all gave Javi Baez that bag. He's a good player, but he ain't never been the same since he's left Chicago. First off, you should have known he wasn't it when the Mets let him go. And the Mets was getting a whole new owner that was throwing the bag at everybody.
JB said baseball is tied with soccer as the most boring in sport. Once again,
that's a cap. I'm gonna tell you why that's a cap, JB. And if you really want to get technical, soccer's the number one sport in the world.
Facts.
I watch soccer. My father used to play soccer. Soccer's the number one sport in the world. Only in the United States they don't watch soccer. It's not a country you could go to in the world that soccer's not the number one sport.
That's another fact.
And not to mention, the biggest factor more, them niggas get the bag compared to every other sport.
That's a super duper fact. So
if you getting X amount of millions just to run up and down the field for an hour and 20 minutes, you gonna do it.
Yo, everybody saying JB gotta
stop the cap.
JB gotta stop the cap.
Yeah. Soccer's the number one sport in the world.
JB, all you gotta say is, listen, I don't watch baseball and soccer. That's it. That's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna judge you for your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But you can't come up here and tell us.
You should have bought that Cabrera jersey, signed jersey for $350. You could have definitely bought that. You definitely. But it's only it does still go. It still goes to popularity because only in the United States do people not like soccer.
First off, JB, your comment is capped because golf is definitely the most boring sport on earth. How could you say soccer and baseball is tied for the most boring sport when you got golf out there, bro? You can't even talk loud. You can't even talk loud when they playing golf. Quiet on
right. Or tennis. You can't even talk while they serving in tennis. Like you gotta be quiet.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
umpire literally hushes the crowd.
But golf is the worst. They know golf is the worst. Quiet on the tee.
Quiet on the
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Quiet.
Tiger's going for his 15th master.
He's going to tee off.
Hold on, guys. Everybody be quiet.
JB, and I'm gonna tell you why it's cap. What you just said is cap. Just look at what happened over what it was last weekend. Can't even say Messi. He left the team he was playing on to come play for a team in Miami.
Yeah.
Tickets was literally around $40 per ticket before he signed there. When he signed there, the tickets went up to $400 and something per ticket. So how is that boredom? How is that not popular? That's one man. When David Beckham came to play in LA from his England team, the tickets went crazy too in LA.
It's facts, bro. That's all facts, man.
It's only boring to people in the United States because this is not a sport that was popular in the United States, period. But if you really want to get technical, if you look at when they have the World Cup is every 4 years. Nigga, you can't go nowhere in New York City with Chuck, am I lying? When the World Cup is on, when a certain team is playing, and that team has a fandom in New York, nigga, bars is sold out just to watch that game. Look at Argentina when they won. When Argentina won, there was damn near a parade in Manhattan for Argentina. And that's from all the people that's from Argentina that lives in the United States. It lives in New York.
But JB, if his logic is off, but I'm asking you about golf though. You think golf is exciting? You think golf is like, I'm confused.
JB, you're a truck driver. You on the road, right? Every state you hit up, right? If you speak to a foreigner from a different country and ask them what is the number one sport in your country, I guarantee you they're going to say it's golf. I mean, it's soccer.
No, don't ever say golf.
Huh?
Don't ever say golf.
No, I'm about to say golf, but they're going to tell you it's soccer. You have people literally, you put up to my store right now. My man is watching soccer on the screen TV that's supposed to tell you what's on the deli menu right now. I'm keeping it a buck with you.
Yo, nah,
Chuck pulls up to my store when he's in the city. He knows what's going on on them TVs.
That's
right
a
wrong, Chuck.
That's a fact. Yo, that's why I'm laughing. That's a fact, bro. You be like, yo, let me get a. Yo, what's up, man? What's up with the menu, bro?
Right, menu gone. Niggas is watching soccer.
Menu
gone. Niggas don't play that. Niggas, it may be. It's only boring to you people that's in the United States.
Yeah, man. Soccer's a huge sport, man. Huge sport. But at the end of the day, it's all opinion based. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's all opinion based. It's all opinion.
I'm real. I don't care for golf. I don't care for tennis. Shit.
Mr. Force Christie scored again in 6-1.
Yeah, I'm watching it. This shit is crazy. It's over.
Benjamin Foe said, "News alert: Air Max Griffey's is trash."
Yo,
that's the most legendary baseball shoe.
I'm not gonna hold you though. They do need to stop dropping all these Griffeys though.
You know how it is. Nike gotta get the bag, man. You gotta blame Nike for that, man.
They killing it. I hate when Nike start doing dumb shit like this. They are killing it. That's a common opinion about soccer from someone from the U.S. As an American feels that way about soccer because our men's national team isn't that good compared to other major countries. See,
yo, hit the like button. Hit the like button, please.
The men's national team is not that bad. It's really not. I'm gonna keep it real. It's really not.
It's just that the rest of the world is better.
It's just that's the only thing that the rest of the world's play is soccer. This is all them countries got. Like, let's be real. You're not going to outside of basketball. These other countries only play soccer. There's no football in no foreign country. There's no.
In fact, they call
and then it'll be like hot baseball. I mean,
football.
Huh?
They call soccer football in other countries.
Yeah, football. So you have soccer, aka football. You have hockey and basketball, right? And then certain other countries play baseball. Not every country plays baseball. Doesn't have a baseball team. A lot of countries are now adapting to baseball. So little by little, other sports are adapting into these other countries, right? But like I said, America, if you look at it, the women's team is more popular than the men's team because the women's team wins here. So the men's team, as bad as people think they're not that bad. If you really watch soccer, they're really not that bad. I watch soccer, they're not that bad. But they are, like Chuck was saying earlier, they are a few pieces away from being a real contender in this soccer world.
JB said, what I'm getting at, Chris, is your logic is off. Soccer being the most popular doesn't equate to being better. I mean, that's true too. But like I said, it's all opinion based. It's all opinion based. There's no right or wrong. question to any of this stuff. It's all opinion based. It's all opinion based. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'd rather watch a baseball game over any sport. To keep it real with you, that's just my opinion. That's what I like to do.
I'd rather watch
That's why.
basketball. I'd rather watch basketball, football than over any other sport.
That's why we all individuals. People have opinions and thought processes of their own. That's what it's all about. We're gonna answer this question. We're about to get up off it because I gotta edit this video. So Benjamin Foe said, yo, Chuck, what's your favorite Nike ad or commercial of all time? The Little Penny. Little Penny commercials is legendary, man. Little Penny joints is man. In the Flight Posit commercial with them passing the ball to everybody with the they's doing the beats and all that. That joint was legendary too. That was a fire one too.
I'm dying. You know what the one? It's one of my favorites. Is the one with Spike Lee and Michael Jordan when he was like Mars, Marv or whatever.
Mars, the Mars one.
And then when they had Michael Jordan, moms dunking the basketball. That shit was hilarious because you could really see the dude with the mustache dunking the ball.
JD said JB trolling, trying to stay awake, driving that truck. Yo, y'all.
I think it's out of pocket.
Yeah, crazy. Like, yeah, it's wild, man. Benjamin Foe said my favorite one. My favorite one was the LeBron Kobe puppet. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one. That was a fire.
I would have to. That's what I did for the Mike and Spike Lee commercial. I would definitely have to put that and the one with Little Penny.
What about that?
Oh, that was Tyra Banks, fool.
Not doing nobody not picking the Flight Posit commercial when they had the suits on, these passing the ball through
that was cool, but it was a lot going on in that. There was a lot going on in that commercial.
I mean,
you was trying to keep up with the and one dudes and the basketball players. Like you was really trying to see who was in the commercial.
That was a fire.
You really paid attention to the commercial.
That was a fire.
Gabe, what I mean, so Gabe, what I'm saying is, do you understand? I don't know if you watch soccer, Gabe. Do you know how long it takes to qualify for a World Cup? It's not like you just play that 1 year and qualify. That shit is a 3-year process to qualify for the World Cup. So that should tell you right now, like how serious the World Cup is. It takes you 3 years to qualify for that shit. So it's just not you just beat these teams and your record get you in there. No, you have to really do your thing throughout the years to get into the World Cup.
JD, that's another good one too. The Nike basketball joint with Joel's rapping. That was a good one. That's Chris' favorite one. He just didn't want to say it.
Nah.
He's an honorary Dipset member. If y'all don't know, Chris used to be in the videos back in the days and all that, but don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? He's in Dipset. If they ever do like a reunion show, just look at the stage. You go see Chris in there somewhere. You go see
Chuck Capper, because half of his block gonna be right next to me too. Pam and Gina, aka Quisha, you know who, are be right next to me. Half of Chuck block used to rep the set too. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. I went to their reunion show in the Apollo too, so I'm laughing right now on the inside because I definitely be at the reunion shows.
You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man.
But that was a good video, but it wasn't the best one. I really would give it to the Spike and Mike, or I would give it to the Tyra Banks and Little Penny. He was like, "Stop the car! That was Tyra Banks, fool."
Oh yeah, that was fire. And the party one too. The party. I know you're not having a party in my house. I swear, if you're having a party in my house. That was a good one. JB said, just answer me this one question. Why is soccer so popular everywhere else except for here in America? Because that's all they really play.
That's the number one sport in every country.
And in other countries is soccer.
Football is the number one sport in every other country. If you go to any other country, that's what they're playing. That's what I just said. I just broke it down for you. I said hockey and baseball and basketball are I don't know what order they're in, but they come after soccer in every other country. You get what I mean? Every country doesn't have a baseball team. Every country doesn't have a basketball team. You could go to any, so my business partners are from Yemen. Yemen only has a soccer team. They don't have a basketball team. They don't have a baseball team. They don't have a hockey team. You get what I mean? So there's nothing else for them to do but either become a doctor or a soccer player. You know what I mean? Or a store owner. Like those are their options. So there's no. You go to Russia. Russia has a hockey team. I believe Russia has a basketball team. You know what I mean? Like,
basketball team. I know they got a hockey team.
and I think they got a basketball team. I don't know about a baseball team.
Nah, they don't got no baseball team.
Canada has a soccer team.
They got everything
a
we
baseball
got.
team, a basketball team, and a hockey team. You know what I mean? Japan, China, they have the baseball, they have the hockey, and they have soccer.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, football, which I don't understand how this was labeled America's sport, I never got that. Like that shit always was bugged out to me. How football was America's sport. Like I never understood that saying because everybody in America doesn't really watch football neither. There's a lot of people that don't watch. I know a lot of people that don't watch football.
Benjamin Foe said, JB Undisputed is hiring since Shannon Sharp left today.
He cried. I was feeling bad for Uncle Shay Shay. He cried. That was kind of
a crazy
that
moment.
was kind of crazy.
That definitely was a crazy moment, yo. But we're about to get up off here, man. Yo, appreciate everybody pulling up. I'm sorry.
How is that not answering the question?
I gotta edit this video, huh?
I'm trying to understand how that's not answering the question. America got so many. All right, so I don't know if you saw it. It was who was it? Damn, I can't think of the shit I was watching. Anyway, matter of fact, it was High 97. They was talking about how the fans of Philadelphia are more passionate about Philadelphia sports than New York people are about New York sports. Right? No, it's ESPN Radio. That's when I was taking you to get the car.
Yeah.
They was talking about how the fans of Philly are more passionate than the fans of New York. And the person broke it down like this. Because Philadelphia has one team in every sport.
Every sport, yeah.
New York has you either a Mets fan or a Yankee fan. You're a Jets fan or Giants fan. You're a Nets fan or Knicks fan. Rangers fan or Devils fan. You have multiple. So in New York, the popularity with sports is all over the place because there's so many damn teams to root for. Right. Compared to a place like Philadelphia where nigga they have one football team, one hockey team, one baseball team. So soccer, when you're from a different country and this is the only sport you're watching, that's why their popularity is so higher than America. America, you could be Chuck told you, he loves baseball more than any other sport. I like basketball.
I like basketball too, though.
No, but I'm saying you like it, but if you had to choose right now what you're going to watch, you're going to go watch a baseball game before you watch a football and a basketball game.
Yesterday, before before I changed to the finals game, I was watching baseball.
My point. You know what I mean? So you have multiple sports to choose from. Of course, a sport that you barely care for is going to be popular in the country you live in.
Yeah. Clint, good night, everybody. Good night, man. Yo, Chris, I'm gonna holler at you.
All right.
To get up off here, man, I gotta edit this video. All right, bro. Peace.
You did the video for them AMX?
Yeah. It's almost done. All right. Peace.